Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, brother Jack Angry. Things keep improving for us here at the Monastery of Mayhem and with the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. We want to welcome our newest sponsor, Big Brain Tattoos at 1123 Jackson Street in the Old Market here in Omaha. They are our newest sponsor, and we would like everybody to stop on down and say hi to Smitty and Lenny and the rest of the artists down there. Get a price on a tattoo, and next time you decide to have work done, be sure and visit Smitty and see what he can do for you. Now back to the show. Well, greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna, the Cougar from Hell, bringing you another edition of the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. Now, Inferna, that's a very festive outfit you're wearing.
It's so cozy and warm,
yes,
too.
Yes, it looks very Christmassy.
Thank you.
How many of you guys out there would like to find her under your tree?
It's got a hood, too, see?
And it looks very adorable.
Thank you.
Yes, and I see the girls are looking quite good too.
I'm ready for Christmas. I might just wear this out shopping.
Well, if you see somebody dressed like this out shopping, you know, you better grab your Christmas list and you can sit on her lap and tell her what you want.
Yeah.
But just remember
Don't worry about being naughty.
But just remember, faithful followers, the penalty for lewd behavior in the state of Nebraska is 6 months in jail and a fine of over $5,000. So you might want to bear that in mind.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know this. I don't know those things.
Yeah, it's like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I really don't know how I know that, but just trust me.
Oh my.
Yes.
I also had something else to tell everybody. I have some friends that have a nail place. It's called Deluxe Nail and Spa. It's over by the Westroads Mall. Actually, it's across from Westroads Mall on the side where JCPenney is at the Clock Tower Plaza. And the owners there are Simon and Trin. And if you ever want a good place to get your nails done, go see them. I
don't know. Could they do anything with these? You know, it's like...
They worked with worse than that, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like some...
You don't know what comes in there.
Yeah,
Walk-ins welcomed.
Yes, some crack queen comes in. Can you do something for my nail? They just be like shit.
Yeah, you get all kinds of people that walk in those places.
Yeah.
But this is a really nice place, and they have an awesome pedicure chair. They do some warm candle wax to your legs, massage it. You should check it out. They do good on shellac, too.
Okay, and
prices are reasonable.
And will they put candle wax anywhere else, you ask? You know?
Well, they do eyebrow waxing, but they are working on waxing other places in the future.
So if you
not like they're not experienced, probably, but I don't know.
It's like, so if I come in there,
like the Brazil, you mean?
Yeah, if I come in there, I say I want a Brazilian. Can they help me?
They'd say, well, we have to expand this building first.
They say, no, put that hairy green thing away. We can. Oh no, we don't want to see that. You put that green thing away.
No green noodles. Yeah.
No green noodles. Noodles? That's not what
So what movie are we doing today anyway?
Okay, we digress. All right, well, kiddies, faithful followers, we have a really great film for you this week. And keeping in our holiday tradition, we're bringing you the 1980 classic Christmas Evil. Now, this movie starred Brandon Maggart, who is really, quite frankly, the only person I could really remember from the cast.
Is that the main one?
Yes, he played Harry, the toy maker,
yeah,
and Santa Claus and Killer and all this. Now, to give you, our faithful followers, a little background on the movie, Harry, as a young child, watches his mother engaged in a rather risque encounter with a man dressed in a Santa suit. Watching this
while Mommy was happy.
Yes, Mommy got her Christmas goose early, believe me, all the way to the wrist.
It traumatized Harry as a child.
Hell, it would have traumatized me.
Actually, it would traumatize me too.
I did see. I do remember that scene. Mom wearing the little house coat with the stockings and the high heels. Now, come on, who wears doomy heels on Christmas? You know.
Yeah, they had that planned.
Yeah, it's like with the stockings, the doomy heels, and the opened robe. It's like, yeah, Harry wasn't too bright, believe me.
That's where the milk comes from.
Yeah,
milk.
It's like no wonder everybody's leaving milk and cookies out for Santa Claus. That poor bastard needs some energy. Like, we gotta keep his blood sugar up. We don't want him going into a diabetic coma.
Oh boy,
you know,
that's a good one.
Find it. You know, you get up on Christmas morning, what do you find under the tree? A dead fat man, you know? Not good. Not good.
So, Harry, as he's older, I think his brother's worried about him.
Yes, the brother does have to put up with some rather unusual stuff. Harry, you know, as Harry goes on, he becomes rather more and more obsessed with Christmas until he lives in this Christmas fantasy state all the other 364 days of the year, and he starts measuring people by the ideals that Santa Claus would use, the naughty or nice. I mean, I guess we don't need to be Fellini to figure out where we fall on that list, you know.
Naughty book, nice book.
Well,
take your pick.
We'd have a whole chapter in the naughty book. As a matter of fact, we'd be sitting here, all of a sudden we'd get knifed, you know. It's like,
I got tired of charcoal.
You go, tired of getting coal in your stocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, but your stocking...
Well, I had so much of it, I had to hang it on the tree.
Well,
it's like a new decor thing for my tree.
Well, you know, if you're getting that much coal, you could have burned the shit and kept warm.
That was the next plan, but thanks.
Well, yeah, it's like coal burns. It keeps you warm, you know, and I've seen your stockings. It's like...
I make sure they're...
Yeah, the black thigh. Yeah, it's like Santa Claus probably doesn't know what to do with a bunch of black thigh highs hanging by the fireplace. You know, it's like he's probably thinking, well, hello there. But anyway, we digress. Harry goes on. I mean, he measures everybody against this rather rigid naughty or nice behavioral code. And obviously, if you come up on the naughty list, you have a tendency to come up dead.
He's definitely your creepy window stalker on your children.
He's a window peeker?
He's a window peeker to see if they're naughty or nice.
Well, that's what they say in the press release anyway. Probably he's doing that for a whole other reason. But anyway, you know, it's like we don't condone that sort of behavior here at the Monastery of Mayhem. I mean... Some
people stand on the corner, you know, to vote for no abortion, you know, like Planned Parenthood. This guy just likes to stalk in windows because he's obsessed with everyone being good or naughty.
Yes, he's obsessed with Christmas and all that. I mean, the scene where he wakes up and he basically sleeps in a Santa suit. He wakes up and puts on the record, which is Christmas music, and everywhere he goes, he's got Christmas decorations in his house. You know, he's sitting there humming Christmas carols as he's brushing his teeth and all this. It's like
measuring the material to make a Santa outfit. Yep.
Yeah, it's like rather creepy.
Give it away.
Rather creepy, but hey, the movie has a certain kind of charm, and it is considered one of the best examples of a Christmas-themed horror movie. In this case, horror being the slasher variety. Yeah, it's like. You know, it's like, I guess they couldn't do it in wearing a hockey mask. I mean, that would have been just a little too much. You know, Jason's Christmas movie.
Yeah, right.
He shoves a thing of holly up their butts or something. Yes, it's like, that could be bad. That could be wrong on just so many levels. But anyway, we're going to let you judge this movie on its own merit. So we'll catch you at the break. Tonight's movie, Christmas Evil from 1980, here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shockorama. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. What did you think of Christmas Evil so far? Isn't it scary? I've got our little mug of hot chocolate here by the fireplace watching this movie. And what do you think of it? What do you think of it so far, Inferna?
I love it. How far into it are we?
Well, we're about roughly the first third to maybe half of the movie. It's like,
Did the kid get slapped by his mom yet?
I don't think that scene has come up yet.
Darn it!
Oh, you like the scene where the kid is getting slapped by his mother? Did he deserve it, do you think?
No, he didn't, but
Well.
I was just seeing how far we were into it.
Well, you know, it's like we do want to let our faithful followers know. Obviously we've had quite a lot of requests from people because of these, our Angry Brothers Big Drunk Beer Stein, but goes great for hot chocolate or hot tea or any other hot or cold beverage you might like to put in it.
With lots of marshmallows.
There you go. Yeah. And it's got the artwork done by Mr. Todd Mizia, aka the Toxic Zombie, on the front. It also comes with our show logo, and it says the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. Now these you can purchase. Yes, and well, I don't know what to say about that, but yeah.
I just licked my own butt.
Okay.
Just kidding, go ahead.
Okay. Now these you can purchase at our swag shop, which you can find the link for that by going to our website, www.theangrybros.com. They're available for the price of $14.99. You know, they make excellent gifts. You got a beer fan in your life, a tea drinker, coffee drinker. This is the perfect cup to have to put those things in.
Fan.
That's right, Rama fan. You know, and remember, Brother Jack's #1 rule, it's always better to ask for forgiveness than for permission, and friends don't let friends wear lab coats.
Love it. That's a good one. You're really cracking me up today.
Yes, I am. I crack myself up too, you know. It's
So
like,
jolly.
well, yeah,
You jolly me.
fat people are supposed to be jolly, okay? It's Christmas time. It's the one time I can get away with being a fat bastard and nobody says anything.
Am I allowed to be a fat bastard?
No, you are never a fat bastard. And
that works.
yes, you are not fat by any stretch of the imagination, believe me.
I actually started working out at the gym.
Oh yeah? And what do they say about that outfit at the gym? I mean...
No, that would be awesome.
Yes, Inferna's in there on the elliptical, you know, her little skirt going every which way, and, you know, it's like every guy in the gym.
That's like a guy's fantasy, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, no, if it was a guy's fantasy, he'd be wearing a garter belt and stockings, you know, while working out.
That's definitely not going to happen
Yeah, it's like,
anytime soon.
men, we're such simple creatures, aren't we? Yes, it's like, shiny. Yes, and with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, we want to encourage everybody to go out and donate to their local food banks at this time of the year. Hunger, especially with the holidays, is a really big concern, and unfortunately there are many families in the metro area that are going to need a little assistance for this holiday season. So be sure and support your local food banks by donating to them. Particularly, you know, non-perishable canned items. With the holidays, you know, there's going to be a big demand for turkeys and for all the trimmings, you know. So whatever you can give, you know, make someone else's holiday and make yourself feel good in the process. Give to your local food bank, everyone.
Especially around the holidays is when everything happens. Like your car breaks down, you have to go buy another one. And you have to get plates that cost around $2,000 some. Then you can't get your nails done, you can't get your hair done, you can't get a tan on. You have to hope you can apply for a membership to the gym. Need I say more? Help your wife too.
Yes, it's definitely, a lot of concerns this holiday season.
Yes.
And for all you shoppers on Black Friday, all we can say is,
good luck.
Suffer, you've got this coming. And remember,
and think to help those in need.
That's right. When you see that bell ringer outside of your local store, you know, after you've been in there, you know, fighting the crowds and generally being a rat bastard to try and get trying to get that tickle me Elmo or whatever it is, or what's the thing nowadays that everybody wants? Is it They look like little fur balls with ears, and they make funny little sounds.
Furby?
Furbies, yes, that's
I
what
thought that was over.
No, actually, I heard they're coming out with a new Furby that does even more.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
they talk in this little Furbish language. They interact with other Furbies, you know. It's like, what's next? Is he going to jump off the table and fix you breakfast or
He
something?
might end up pooping.
What does he do?
Poop eggs.
Yeah, how does
Little Furbies.
Yeah, how does that work? Does he leave little batteries laying around all over the place? I mean, what, little fur balls, you know?
Or feed Furby.
Well, yeah.
Furby's gonna pee.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's just,
Furby needs a diaper.
yeah, wait a minute. Furby's a little incontinent, but wait a minute, let me get that mental image out of my head. But anyway, for those of you who do shop on Black Friday, yeah, I know that we want to get the biggest bargains, but let's remember to shop small on, I believe it's Saturday. That is National Shop Small Day. We encourage everyone, all of our friends and fans, anybody who's seeing this broadcast, to go out, support your local small businesses. I mean, the big chain stores, they'd have you believe that, well, it's like this Black Friday is going to make or break them. That's a bunch of bullshit, people. They've more than made their money. Black Friday is just considered the icing on the cake. Helps them bump their numbers up, so most of their managers and CEOs and executives will be able to use that to basically justify their overinflated raises, and basically it'll also justify them screwing their workers for the other previous 364 days out of the year.
In his opinion.
In my opinion.
And there are different hours.
In my opinion?
I don't know.
Okay. And yes, there are different hours.
There's like different hours for different places now. It's not all the same.
That's right. But we always want to encourage our friends and fans to support their small businesses in their local areas, because small businesses need the help, not just on Black Friday or for the holiday season. They need it for the entire year. I mean, the big chain stores, believe it or not, they can live without your dollar. You don't need to run to, if you can get it at a smaller business, and instead of running to...
Online.
Or running to one of these big chain stores, you know, they don't need your business. Help out your small local businessman, because that money stays in your community. It doesn't go flying off to some big, faceless corporate monolith located God knows where.
Because that's what Santa would want.
Santa would want that. Okay, well, that works. I mean, okay, I can get behind that. Santa would want that, faithful followers. So we want to do what Santa wants this year, because nobody wants to have to deal with Krampus.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you keep your children home for the Black Friday.
Yeah, it's like, you don't want to traumatize your kids.
There was a few things that happened last year that I was planning on taking my child into the mall, and something happened. Someone was stealing something and got tasered.
Oh.
Nicely tasered with no shoes on, and zzz. But it's gonna, you don't want your kid to be in a crazy atmosphere. So I'd recommend you to just keep your kids at home. I'm not saying you have to, it's just recommended that possibly be a good idea.
They tasered him in a nice way?
Her
in a nice way?
Yeah.
How do they taser you in a nice way? I mean, after they shove the taser up your butt, do they...
Well, it's more like she was hauling ass down the hallway.
Do they jingle the berries then? Do you get a jingle? You know, it's like...
I don't know.
Yes, we're going to shove this taser up your ass, but we're going to jingle the berries a little bit, you know, just to make you feel good.
She didn't look like she was suffering really bad.
Well, it's like, I'll bet you when the drugs wore off, she probably felt it. Mm-hmm. No, I don't feel nothing, officer, and wait, ah! Okay, that's, all right, well, that's enough of that. We kind of got off on a rant again.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like... What's in this hot chocolate? Cough syrup?
Gulia.
Yeah, it's like, Gulia, that bitch has been putting cough syrup in my hot chocolate. No wonder I've been seeing little funny animals running around here. Okay, well, I'll have to go deal with her, you know. But anyhow, we're going to get back to the movie. To give you a little bit of trivia about this, though, Kathleen Turner was up for the part of the sister in this movie, but that was she was turned down for that, and it was given to some unknown actress because at the time there had been several demands on her. She had made several demands on her part that she wanted her own private masseuse and a few other exorbitant demands, and the producers of the film were just simply not going to foot the bill for that. So they basically hired this unknown actress and pretty much told her where to get off. But just one of those little things that you read about when you're doing the research for the movie. So we're going to get back to the movie, Christmas Evil, here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama. So enjoy.
Enjoy.
It's like, yeah, she no wonder she put cherry-flavored cough syrup in here.
I was wondering why the rats were all laying around on the floor. Maybe she's put rat poison in there.
Well, that could very well be, but, you know...
You're already dead.
Yeah, I'm already dead, so it's kind of a waste of her time, but, hey, good effort! Oh, well, you know... It makes it more creamy.
Need some dynamite stuff in there.
Well, it's like... Dynamite? No, it's like we just got in here, and I really don't want to blow the joint up yet. Well, greetings, faithful followers. Welcome back. What did you think of that little Christmas classic? Wasn't that scary? I mean, the Santa Claus, guy dressed as Santa Claus running around with a knife going eek, 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 and all this, you know. The brother rolled down that hill and apparently died.
Oh my God.
You know,
yeah.
There was the little bit of trivia. I mean, if you watch that scene where he rolls down that hill into that snowbank, you're going to see the whole snowbank move when he hits it. So obviously you could tell it's quite fake. But hey, this was a low-budget film done in 1980. What do you want? But
Yes.
all in all, wasn't too bad a movie. I mean,
No.
for the fact that it's a Christmas-based horror film, and there really aren't that many of them, faithful followers. I mean, you've got the most well-known one, which is the Silent Night, Deadly Night. But there was another good one. It's called Black Christmas that stars Olivia Hussey and Margot Kidder. You're going to be seeing here on the show in the next couple of episodes. There's a very classic British one called. It was called Don't Open Till Christmas. Basically, it's about a mall Santa who basically goes berserk and just goes on a pretty random killing spree. But it's all British, so the British have their own unusual take on it. You know, it's like, you know, the language is different and the concepts are different. And, you know, in Britain, most of their Christmas celebrations are done after the day after Christmas. It's called Boxing Day, and one big tradition during Boxing Day is employers and their employees will often change places. So the employee gets to run the business for a day while the employer gets to do all the diddly work. You know, I don't know how that would work where you and I are employed, but you know, it's like you'd have to have. Well, you know what I mean.
It's hard to do my job.
Well, yes, it is, and I have to salute you for that. I mean, with what you do, that is a very hard job, and a lot of times it's a thankless one.
It's really hard to get you guys to work.
Well, yes, I mean, it's like, well, yes, me and James are such a bunch of bastards, but that's okay. You know, it's like, well, we don't want to work. What are you going to do about it?
They don't want to pay the rent.
Well, the rent gets paid, believe it or not. I mean, it's
Late.
like, so yeah, late. You know, it's like we're always in there. Can we have another day, please, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Inferna has.
Want you to vaporize. Poof, whatever.
Well, it's like if James, I mean, if he doesn't quit tweaking off down below, he's gonna vaporize here pretty soon.
Yeah, what's up with that disco ball?
What, the disco ball he wears around his neck?
He's like got one on his ceiling now.
Oh yeah, it's like
jamming to the 1970s.
Well, yeah, he's been watching these blaxploitation films, and you know, it's like I caught him.
It's like, do a little dance, make a little laugh.
Get down tonight.
Get down tonight.
Yeah, I know. He's got his white his white disco suit out, and he was walking around the monastery with his 6-inch platform heels, and you know, it's like I even caught him wearing a purple crushed velvet suit with a big hat and my cane, believe it or not. You know, it's like, what is he, a frustrated pimp?
I think that's what's happening.
Well, it's like, yeah, that would be something Down Below would be doing. I mean, that would be about their speed, you know. Next thing you know, he's going to grow an afro or something, and
I believe it.
he's going to be walking around here, yeah, blood, shit. And then we don't want to offend, if you dress like that, we don't want to offend anyone. So if you dress like that, don't write the show, don't send us letters, and for God's sakes, don't slash the tires on my car. I just got a new set of them, and I'd like to keep them a while. Thank you. But anyway, yeah, it's like, you know, he was talking to Gulia the other day, saying he was going to bitch slap her. Gulia just laughed and kicked him in the crotch a few times, but I actually think he's starting to like that.
I think so too.
It's like he's eating the pain like candy now. It's not a good sign, you know. I think we're going to have an intervention here for him. But anyway, you know, and Torrin's getting along fine. She's been doing her thing for the last couple of weeks since the anime convention. I mean,
What would that be?
I don't have a clue. I've learned it's better not to ask. You know, it's better. Some things are better left unknown.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be seeing her back on future episodes. And, you know, Dr. Sangria, and we'll be, hopefully, even Demonica herself will be making an appearance here pretty soon.
Nice.
You know, it's like, we keep getting messages.
Snake?
No, that was Dolce Vita.
Dolce Vita.
Demonica's our friend from Fremont, you know.
Okay.
She wrote that lovely article about us.
Okay.
Yes. And, yes.
Lorsch,
yes.
Yeah.
And that's another...
Thank you, Lorsch.
Yes, thank you, Lori Lorsch. That's another great thing. If you want to read about the history of the Angry Brothers, you can check out examiner.com and put in the search bar, put the word Angry Brothers, Omaha Rama, or Lori, Laurie, Lorsch. She's the author of it.
It's not Lora?
No, Lori.
Okay.
Laurie.
All right.
Yes, and, you know, we're not going to mention any names. Redheaded joke. You know, it's like, I think I got to get the air filters in here in this place looked at. So dusty. It makes one so congested. But anyhow, you know, we're at this time of the year, you know, we're going to remember the Christmas spirit and try to look more kindly on those less fortunate than ourselves. And, you know, and we've...
like Scrooge.
Yes.
People like Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge. Remember, the first part of the word Scrooge is screw. So don't screw over anyone this time of the year.
Don't screw anybody over.
That's right. It'll come back to bite you in the ass, believe me. Next week we are going to bringing you the film Black Christmas, as I said, starring Margot Kidder and Olivia Hussey. Great film, considered another Christmas horror classic. And if you've watched our movie night live from the Monastery of Mayhem, which you'll be able to see in I believe next week on KPAO Cox 22 here in Omaha. We will be running our review of the Son of Ghostman movie, which was a very good indie-funded piece that was done by a gentleman named Kurt Larson, who I've been in contact with. We also had yesterday we had our horror host roundtable, our holiday extravaganza. We had 3 of the well-known regional horror hosts, Dr. Dorian Destruction, Master Vile from the House of Vile out of Poe County, Florida, and Professors Tar and Feather out of the web-based program Psycho Cinema. So you're definitely going to want to look them up as well. Now, on behalf of myself, Brother Jack Angry, and Inferna.
Hello again.
And
actually, good night.
Yes, we'll be back next week. But anyway, with the holiday season, again, be good to your friends, be good to your family. If you have any small pets, particularly puppies and kitties, they deserve to have a little something for the holidays as well. So, you know, get them a little sock full of toys or whatever, or, you know, if they need a new sweater or something, that makes a great Christmas gift. And, you know, with the Thanksgiving meal coming up, you know, let them mooch a little bit from the table, but be careful what you feed them. Some of that stuff isn't good for them, but they can have a piece of turkey now and again. You know, everybody deserves a little treat at the holidays.
Cute.
Yes. Anyway, it's like before we all go into sugar shock here, good night, unpleasant dreams, and keep America on top. Watch Horror Host, y'all. Good night. Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna.
Hi.
And Sin. And we just wanted to take a moment to welcome our newest sponsor, Big Brain Tattoos in Omaha, Nebraska. Now they're located at 1123 Jackson Street, which is on the backside of the old market here in downtown Omaha. We hope you'll stop by and see Smitty, the owner, and Lenny and Jason, two of his best artists. And they will be happy to answer all of your questions and deal with whatever your tattoo needs are, whether you're just pricing a tattoo, you have a design, or you need a design. Lenny and his artists will be happy to draw that out and set it up to your satisfaction. And all of their work is backed by Smitty and his artists, so you'll never go away dissatisfied from Big Brain. So be sure and check him out and tell him the Angry Brothers sent you. And if you'd like to check his webpage out, it's www.bigbrainomaha.com.